The experience that I had of spending time on this trip in Pakistan was very sobering. The floods were sort of the last straw on the back of what has already become an incredibly heightened economic crunch for all people in Pakistan, but women are feeling that crunch particularly hard. All the most basic things that people count on have become incredibly expensive, and there was just a very strong sense amongst women that although they had many other challenges, one of their basic challenges was just survival. Putting food on the table for their families was becoming harder and harder and harder.
पढ़ने चाह रही हूँ, लेकिन हम लोग काम कर उसमें पैसे हम लोग का कम हो रहा। जब हम लोग काम करने जाए उधर में हम लोग को कम पैसे दे रहा, लेकिन हम लोग थोड़ा आगे बढ़ने जा रहे, थोड़ा पैसे हम लोग को ज़्यादा बढ़े।
All the groups that I met with that had received assistance through our crisis fund mentioned that they had all been involved in other ways with strengthening civil society, strengthening women's voices, strengthening women's participation in the country in different ways. When the floods hit, it was not that they wanted to immediately stop doing everything else that they were doing. So if they had been training women to mobilize for their rights as workers, they were going to continue to do that. If they had been working on issues of education and access to education, they were going to continue to do that. If they had been working to raise awareness around violence and questions of sexual abuse, they felt it was important to continue to do that. And what I learned is that our commitment as a funder to the long-term issues that women's rights groups are working on is incredibly important, but also that they felt capable of dealing with the particular situations in a disaster because they knew they could count on our support over the long period. So here were our grantees helping women to get access to ration cards so they could get food to eat, materials to sort of shore up their temporary housing, blankets, food, supplies, etc. And goons would come from both of these parties, both the Awami Nationalist Party, ANP, and from MQM. And they would just kind of come and like rape women or beat women up or sometimes abduct their children, sometimes just terrorize them, come and just break up whatever little things, their pots and pans, come and throw things around. A women's rights organization doing that kind of work in a context of disaster relief had much more awareness that women might face situations like this, making sure that they got training in how to respond. They were given cell phones where they could text an emergency number if any violence was occurring in the camps. And so these are all examples of why having women-led efforts in these contexts is so important. And then lastly, the whole question of changing perceptions.
जहाँ religious mindset मौजूद है, जहाँ पे patriarchy exist कर रही है, feudalism exist कर रहा है, वहाँ की औरत की equality और उसकी emancipation की बात जो है वो बहुत एक अजीब सी बात लगती है पूरी society के अंदर.
Women are not seen as being capable of being leaders and of actually finding solutions to situations. And so where you have a situation where a women's NGO or a women's rights organization is able to intervene and to do something very concretely to help men, women, children, not just women and girls, but everybody in the community, again, that helps to shift the perception. I had the opportunity to meet with women who on a daily basis are challenging the status quo. The core work of civil society takes a long time to build that strength, and Pakistani women have been through many, many setbacks. And I think what they count on the most is the long-term support of the Global Fund for Women and the ability of the Global Fund to really be there with them in good times and bad, in times when it doesn't look like they've made huge progress. Our support means even more in those times. I think what our supporters have to understand is that floods or no floods, the women in Pakistan are deeply committed to seeing a more just, equal and fair Pakistan for everybody.